Hey there, Corrie fans! Get ready for an explosive week on Coronation Street from July 29th to August 2nd. We've got some jaw-dropping spoilers coming your way, including Lauren's terrifying fear of losing her baby and Abby getting caught up in an arson accusation after a fire at Stefan's office. Plus, Beth's risky counterfeit scheme is teetering on the edge of being exposed by Carla. You won't want to miss a single moment of the drama that's about to unfold. So, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for all the juicy details. 1. Joel continues to fool Dee Dee. Joel advises Dee Dee to keep their wedding budget in check since his divorce is becoming expensive. Dee Dee agrees, unaware that Lauren has pressured Joel to support her financially in Ireland in exchange for her silence. When Joel brings Maeve to spend time with Dee Dee, she notices his natural parenting skills. However, when Lauren texts Joel about a leak at her flat, he has to take Maeve along with him. 2. Joel puts a new plan into action. Dee Dee receives a parcel delivery, assuming that it's a gift from Joel but is puzzled to see it's addressed to E. Smith. Later, Joel is horrified when he receives a voice note from Dee Dee, telling him that she has received his parcel. Joel visits Lauren and promises that she will be able to relocate to Ireland very soon. Afterwards, he confirms to Dee Dee that she'll have his undivided attention moving forward. 3. Lauren suffers stomach pains. Lauren is the victim of a mugging at the precinct and turns to Max for comfort. In the aftermath, Joel pays Lauren a visit, making out he's concerned for her, but secretly plots to get rid of her for good. When she's left alone, Lauren doubles over with sudden stomach pains. Max comes to her rescue, but Lauren fears that she's losing the baby. 4. Stefan tries to get the upper hand. Stefan reaches out to Kevin to organize a meeting so that they can move on from their feud once and for all. However, it becomes clear that Stefan has ulterior motives when he visits number 13 whilst Kevin is out. Unaware of Stefan's true intentions, Jack agrees to let him come in and wait until Kevin and Abby return. 5. Kevin suspects Abby of arson. Kevin is caught off guard when he sees a news report about a fire at Stefan's office building. Abby's offhand comment that Stefan deserved it only makes Kevin more suspicious. He starts to wonder if there's more to the story than she's letting on. His unease grows, thinking about the possible implications and how deeply Abby might be involved in something dangerous. Things take a serious turn when both Kevin and Abby are taken in for questioning about their possible connection to the fire. The tension mounts when Abby is confronted with evidence that she visited Stefan's house. Suddenly, all eyes are on her, and she's thrust into the spotlight as the main suspect. Kevin can't help but feel a mix of worry and frustration as the situation spirals, knowing that this could have serious consequences for them both. 6. Abby tries to prove her innocence. After her police interview, Abby feels a deep sense of betrayal when she realizes that even Kevin suspects she might have been behind the fire. This doubt from someone so close to her cuts deep, making the situation even more painful. With the threat of prison hanging over her, Abby decides she can't just sit back and let things unravel. She becomes determined to uncover the real culprit and clear her name, channeling all her hurt and frustration into finding the truth. As the week progresses, the tension builds. Abby's relentless pursuit for answers seems to shake things up. Eventually, D.S. Swain charges the person responsible for the arson attack, bringing a shocking twist to the story. Abby's quest for the truth finally pays off, and the real perpetrator is held accountable, offering a glimmer of hope in the midst of all the chaos. 7. Beth plans a surprise for Kirk. Beth hands Craig an envelope stuffed with cash, telling him to stash it away because she's planning a big surprise for Kirk. Craig, a bit puzzled but trusting his mom, agrees to keep the money safe without asking too many questions. Meanwhile, Beth secretly meets up with Betsy to give her a share of the profits from their first batch of counterfeit t-shirts. Beth is feeling pretty pleased with herself, thinking everything is going smoothly. But things take an unexpected turn when Maria stumbles upon Beth's secret plan. Maria pieces together the clues and realizes that Beth's big surprise for Kirk is actually a wedding. This revelation catches everyone off guard and adds a whole new layer of drama to the situation. Now, with Maria in the know, the surprise might not stay under wraps for long. 8. Kirk puts Beth's scheme at risk. Beth is all in on planning the perfect wedding, but she's quickly discouraged by how expensive the venues are. Every place she looks at seems to blow their budget out of the water. Frustrated but determined, she shares her concerns with Betsy. Betsy, always thinking on her feet, suggests that they need to ramp up their counterfeit t-shirt operation to bring in the extra cash they need. Reluctantly, Beth agrees, knowing it's a risky move, but feeling like they have no other choice. As they push forward with their scheme, Beth's stress levels skyrocket. Her nerves hit a new high when she finds out that Kirk, trying to be helpful, has unknowingly loaded a fresh batch of counterfeit t-shirts onto the delivery van. Panic sets in as she realizes that if Carla finds out, the whole operation could be blown wide open. She knows she has to act fast to prevent disaster. Without wasting a second, Beth races to intercept the delivery. Her mind is racing with worst-case scenarios, imagining the fallout if she doesn't get there in time. She knows that one slip-up could ruin everything, not just the counterfeit scheme, but her relationship with Kirk and their future plans. It's a high-stakes scramble that leaves her wondering if all this stress and secrecy is worth it. 9. Nick is under pressure from Rowan. With Amy now fully under Rowan's spell, she gets ready to head off to an institute retreat. Leanne can't help but feel a pang of jealousy when Rowan comments that Amy is destined for greatness. It's tough for her to hear, especially since she feels like she's losing Amy to Rowan's influence. Leanne tries to keep her feelings in check, but it's clear that the situation is eating her up inside. Meanwhile, Nick's troubles with Rowan are far from over. Rowan, still holding a grudge from Nick's recent assault, turns up the heat with more blackmail. He's demanding the $20,000 investment that Nick promised, using the threat of reporting him to the police as leverage. Nick feels cornered, knowing that coming up with that kind of money isn't easy, but also realizing that Rowan holds all the cards right now. Nick is caught in a bind, wrestling with the moral and financial implications of Rowan's demands. He knows he can't let Rowan report him, but finding the cash is a major hurdle. The pressure is mounting, and he's running out of options fast. Every interaction with Rowan feels like walking on a tightrope, and the stakes couldn't be higher as he scrambles to figure out his next move. 10. Fizz is troubled by a reminder from the past. Fizz receives a blast from the past when Debbie and Rita inform her that the leader of a human trafficking group in Romania is going on trial, and Alina may be called as a witness. Alina was last seen in 2021 after her relationship with Tyrone came to an end. Although unconfirmed, her final scenes indicated that she was pregnant with Tyrone's baby. To escape the reminder of Alina, Fizz tells Tyrone that she's found them a good holiday deal, but Tyrone's lack of excitement is clear. 11. Paul considers his future. As Paul's health has been slipping rapidly, he's been grappling with a heart-wrenching decision about his future. Faced with the reality of his worsening motor neuron disease, he's been contemplating ending his life before his condition deteriorates further. In the midst of making these painful plans, he turns to Asha for details on how to donate his corneas. It's a tough conversation, as he wants to make sure that even in his final moments, he can leave something positive behind. When Bernie overhears their conversation, it hits her hard. The thought of Paul, someone she cares deeply about, feeling this way and making such drastic plans is overwhelming. Bernie's emotions spiral as she tries to process the gravity of the situation. It's more than she can handle, and she finds herself struggling to cope with the heartache and the reality of Paul's suffering. Wow, Corrie fans. Next week's episodes are set to be packed with drama and heartache. From Paul's tough choices and Beth's risky plans to Abby fighting for her innocence and Nick feeling the pressure, it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions. With surprises, secrets, and shocking turns at every corner, you won't want to miss a moment of the action. Make sure you're subscribed to stay up to date with all the latest spoilers and never miss a beat on the drama unfolding in Weatherfield. Drop a comment below and let us know what you're most excited about.